Hi guys, my name is Karina, and today I wanted to talk about forgiveness and holding grudges as a follower of Christ. If this is something that you struggle with, I ask that you please continue watching this video so we could talk to each other. So a question that I would think to myself is, why would I be worthy of forgiveness from the Almighty Father if I myself cannot forgive someone else? God is way higher than us, and then we're below him. Obviously, we are his creations, and what we think that we can be worthy of his love, of his forgiveness, and we can't give that towards another human. No. One of our commandments is love your neighbor, and forgiving is also part of loving. So I know that can be better said than done. I know that there's so many terrible things that a person can do to us, hurting us physically or mentally with the words, with actions, and there obviously is like things that can be easily forgiven, but also things that can be very hardly forgiven. And nevertheless, you have to forgive. I know it's hard. It can be very tough. I myself have gone through some things in life where it was very tough to forgive, but I forgave. And if you do not forgive, you will just never have peace in your life, in your spirit. You won't have that in your life. You just won't feel peace at all, mentally and physically. So in Matthew 18:21, it talks about forgiveness a lot. In this passage, Peter asked Jesus how many times to forgive someone, and Jesus says 70 times 7. And then if you continue reading Matthew 18:21, there's a parable about a king. And I will explain this parable to you, but I am saying it from the top of my head. I advise that you read this for yourself. It is very, very good, but I will be explaining this to you. So in this parable, there is a king, and a merchant owes him money. And the king reminds him that he owes him money and it's time to pay his dues. But the merchant was just begging him for his mercy, for his forgiveness, because he doesn't have millions of dollars that he owes. So he was on his knees he was begging for forgiveness, and the king had mercy and forgave him of his debt. And then this merchant remembered that someone owed him thousands of dollars. So he owed the king millions, but someone owed him thousands of dollars. He remembered that someone owed him that money, and he went to them and he's like, pay me my amount. And they couldn't. Unfortunately, they didn't have that money, and they were begging for mercy and forgiveness. And this merchant that was forgiven showed no mercy and had this person put into jail. And this person stayed in jail until they could pay off their debt. And there were people who saw this happen. They saw that he was forgiven himself and did not forgive for his debt. So they went to the king and told him what has happened. The king was very furious. He was very angry about what he did. So he went to that merchant and he said, "Why did I forgive you if you couldn't forgive the other guy?" And then he was very angry and he threw him into prison. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. But nevertheless, he wasn't deserving of his forgiveness. And then Jesus says, "That's what my heavenly Father will do to you if you refuse to forgive your brothers and sisters from your heart." And I am here to tell you today that sometimes we just need reminders. We are all followers of Christ, but we cannot make it to the kingdom if we do not follow his commands. If we do not follow Jesus and his ways, we are not worthy of forgiveness if we are not able to forgive others. And sometimes we just need to get down on our knees and pray to the Father to unharden our hearts, because we will never have peace in our hearts. We will be astray from the Father, and it will push us away from him. The enemy wants you to be unforgiving. He wants you to hold these grudges. He doesn't want you to have forgiveness in your heart, because unforgiveness leads to hatred. And that is exactly what God is the opposite of. God is love. And love is important. Love your neighbors, love God. And forgiveness leads to love. We need to forgive others. And what Jesus said about forgive your brothers and your sisters, he didn't mean literally like your blood brothers and sisters. We are all brothers and sisters through Christ. We are all creations of God, and as I created my children, he created us, and I would hope that my children would forgive each other as I forgive them as well. Becoming a mother just pushed me to God even closer, because like I can't even imagine God's love for me. Like, I love my children so much, I can't even imagine what his love towards me feels like, what it feels like towards you. And if you're a parent yourself, then you understand, like, wow, his love for us is 1,000 times fold, and it's crazy. If this is something that you're struggling with as a follower of Christ, just hold on to God, and I hope that this touches your heart, plants a seed of forgiveness in you. Do not listen to the enemy's voice, but listen to God's voice. What would God want you to do? I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope it helped someone today. May God bless you, and just remember that he loves you.